The latest assessment by the Korean government sees exports and employment on track, but much room for improvement in consumption and construction. Soo-jin has details.
South Korea's economy is showing a patchy recovery. That's according to the latest economic greenbook, a monthly economic assessment report released Friday by the Finance Ministry.
There have been improvements in manufacturing, production, exports and employment, but parts of the economy are recovering at different paces as private consumption and construction investment remain sluggish and inflation high.
Production in the manufacturing industry in January was up nearly 14% on year, led by a more than 40% increase in chip production. As for the country's exports, there was an on-year increase of nearly 5%, with 6 out of 15 major export items such as semiconductors and ships all going up. And employment figures in February also remain solid, with the employment rate for those aged 50 and above standing at 61.6%, up half a percentage point compared to the previous year. But the nation's economy continues to grapple with high inflation as well as sluggish private consumption and construction investment. South Korea's consumer prices were up 3.1% on year last month due to higher prices of oil as well as fruit and vegetables after falling below the 3% mark in January. Prices of agricultural goods were up more than 20% from the previous year due to adverse weather conditions in major production areas. And unstable international oil prices meant domestic oil prices were also up. Amid the continued high inflation, retail sales, a key gauge of private spending in January, rose slightly, up 0.8% from the previous month, but dropped more than 3% on year. And investment in construction in the first month of the year dropped 5.6% compared to a month earlier. The ministry said uncertainties remain due to geopolitical risks like the ongoing war in Ukraine and the regional conflicts in the Middle East. As such, the government plans to continue to focus on improving domestic demand by implementing key policy tasks identified during livelihood policy discussions with citizens. The ministry added that there is also growing anticipation for recovery in the IT industry and a soft landing for the global economy. Soo-jin, Arirang News.